Alix Lapri, who we all know as Effie, was arrested a few weeks ago out in Atlanta, Georgia. And I was going to hold off on doing this video because I felt like there wasn't enough information out yet to really speak on the situation and kind of tie it into the whole power legacy stuff. But it's been a few weeks. We still haven't heard anything from her representatives or lawyers or anything like that. So I was like, fuck it. Let me just make this video and put this out there because people have wanted to, I guess, hear my opinion and my thoughts on the situation and how this will affect her time in power, right? So obviously, as you guys know, she was arrested, and it said that she was let go the following day. She was charged with 1 count of child cruelty on the 3rd degree and 1 count of disorderly conduct. Now, initially it sounds a lot worse than it is, but apparently child abuse, or whatever this charge is, can be really just 2 adults having an altercation in front of the child. They could have been doing something physical in front of the child that could lead to child abuse, or they could label that as child abuse. So I wouldn't really overreact to this. Just from what we've known from Alix Lapri, the interviews and the stuff that we've heard from her, she seems like a pretty good person. She seems like a sweet, polite young lady. So I doubt this will be anything serious. So many people are saying that this is going to affect her career, specifically in power. And when it comes to power legacy and them kind of figuring out who they're going to cast and who's going to be in the show, obviously we would expect that Effie, along with a bunch of other people like Braden and things of that nature, would be high on that list to return in the show. And there's some fans that feel like now, because of this situation, that Power is going to get rid of her and things of that nature. And I just wanted to make this video to say that I completely disagree with that. Obviously, she hasn't spoken out and spoken on the situation, which is a very smart. Why would she? Her lawyers and her representatives have probably told her to just not say shit, and let the kind of situation blow over. And when we get the real information, we'll get the real information. But as a result to power legacy, I always kind of expected that Effie would cross over into this show anyways. So it kind of makes sense, because she is a part of Tariq's storyline. She does have a lot of history with Tariq, and it just kind of makes sense to bring her over, considering that she's working with Tariq along with Braden, right? They're a part of his organization. So it just makes a lot of sense for her to be in the show, and I wanted to see her be in the show because honestly, they did Effie pretty fucking dirty in Power Book 2 Ghost, right? She wasn't really even in the show like that the first season or 2. Like, she was here and there. I think she didn't become a series regular till like season 3 or 4. I believe season 3 and 4. And even with that, like, she didn't get that much screen time. And even when we did get the screen time, the story for her character was so poorly executed. It was a shame. I mean, Effie's character is a character we've seen since the OG Power back in like season 6, I believe, was when we first got introduced to Effie. So we've been hearing all this stuff about Effie's plug, Effie's mom, her parents, her brother, and then we finally get to see her mom, the series finale of the series finale of Power Book 2 Ghost. Literally the last episode is when they introduce her mom, and I was just like, bruh. Or I don't know if it was the last episode, but it was one of the last few episodes where they introduced her mom, and they showed how bad the relationship was between her mom, and how her mom was a bad mom because she was getting beat by her dad, and then a whole bunch of bullshit, just lazy writing. And they kind of just ruined Effie's storyline. And I've even heard Alix Lapri speak in an interview, I think, before, and she was saying how she just didn't really like the way her character ended off. Obviously your character is alive, so that always leaves the door open for them to come in and finish those storylines out. And I think now that they have Power Legacy, and they're going to kind of cut out these shows like they did Force and Ghost, and kind of tie everything together, this is a chance to kind of give Effie a real storyline, to allow her to flesh out her character, and for us to kind of understand more about her character, because we still really don't know who the fuck she is, outside of the fact that she was messing with Tariq and they had a romantic and business relationship. And we've seen a little bit of her mom for a scene for like 2 minutes. We don't know anything about this character. You know what I mean? We have more backstory on Braden. We've seen Braden's whole family, but not Effie. Why? Is it because Braden's one of the leads of the show, or he was a series regular? I guess maybe that could play a huge part into it. But they definitely did her character dirty, and I'm a fan of Alix Lapri. I think she's a really good actress. I think she's really talented, obviously beautiful, and she would fit well in this new Power Legacy show. I would really be upset. I'd be upset and annoyed if they didn't have her in this show. And I would expect that these legal troubles or legal issues wouldn't affect that. It's Power. And one thing I know about the Power universe, and what I've noticed is they stick with their peoples. 50 Cent, if you're loyal to him, like, he rocks with you. He gonna make sure you have a job. He gonna make sure you work. And I think that her relationship with 50 Cent could definitely play a huge part in her being in that show. I mean, she was in a movie with 50 Cent, I believe. I forgot what it was called. Early on, a few years back. That's where I've kind of first seen her pop up, and since then, she's kind of been in a lot of 50s projects and things of that nature. So I'm very much excited to see what the future is for Alix Lapri. I am supporting her. I hope all of this is nothing. I do think they're kind of making a big deal out of nothing. I think this shit will all blow over. I don't think it's anything serious. So yeah, I think she'll be fine, and I think she will be in Power Legacy. I think she will get casted in Power Legacy along with Braden and a couple other people. So let's wait and see, right? You never want to jump to conclusions without the proper details and information. I feel like people love controversy. They love to kind of get on this stuff and blow it out of proportion. I'm not going to do that. I'm a Power Universe guy. I'm a Power Universe fan, and I will support all of these Power Universe actors and actresses, unless it's a situation where information comes out where it's as serious as it seems. So I'm in all support of Alix Lapri. Let me know in the comments what you guys think of this situation. Let me know what you guys think about Power Legacy. Who do you think should be in that show? Do you think Alix Lapri should show up in Power Legacy? Should Effie return? And who else should return in the show? Because I think they're in the writer's room right now for Power Legacy. Obviously, we know that only Joseph Shakora and Michael Rainey Jr., Tariq and Tommy are confirmed to return in this show. They haven't really given us any more information on who's going to return, because I'm pretty sure they're writing the outline for this show. So I don't think they really have a ton of information as to how this show is going to go, what's it going to look like, even the location. This has been a huge topic of conversation around the Power Universe for the last couple months. Everyone's wondering, like, where are Tommy and Tariq going to go? And we're just waiting on that Force trailer. We're waiting on that Force trailer to kind of break some stuff down and have some more stuff to talk about. That's kind of why I haven't been dropping a ton of videos. I've been kind of laying off on doing the uploads every day because I don't want to just get on here and yap about nothing. But I'm pretty sure, within the next month or so, we're going to finally get that Power Book 4 Season 3 trailer, and it's going to be fire. It's going to be lit, man. I can't wait. And, hopefully that leads into, Tariq popping up towards the end of Force, and then we kind of see how Force ends and how that leads into Power Legacy. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. Stay tuned. Also want to say, make sure you guys follow me on all platforms, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. I'm on literally every single platform you can imagine. Twitter, Thread, I'm on everything. And if you guys want to support your boy, join the Patreon so you can get more exclusive videos. You can get videos like this earlier, and I have been doing like episode breakdowns. I can't do it on YouTube because they're not going to allow me to react to a whole episode on YouTube. They're going to copyright it, and the editing that I would have to do to get those out every day would it wouldn't be worth the time or the viewership. So make sure you guys join that Patreon, support your boy. The link is in my bio on all platforms. Join the Patreon. It's just to join, it's free, and then there's some other tiers that I have that are $5, $10, $15 if you guys want like more exclusive access, behind the scenes, things of that nature. And stay tuned. We will be breaking down this Power content. We will be taking it to another level. Like I said, I encourage you guys to join the Patreon and the Discord, because when these Power shows come out, especially now, there's going to be a big opportunity for me to even blow up even more. So I'm going to be doing the recaps. I'm going to be doing like a live streams with my community on my private platforms, so we can watch the episodes together, kind of recap it, break it down, and hopefully involve some of my followers and supporters in the content as well too. So stay tuned, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.